everybody. Graphic designer, business owner, entrepreneur, baller.
It's your boy Boss Amal back with another segment where you check out that podcast. Make sure you subscribe, show love, smash that like button, click that bell in that right hand corner right there. Like, tell them what's the plans for the future. What you got planned for the future, man?
Man, like when I first started designing, it wasn't a lot of like manufacturers out here like to
Not
make
at all.
clothes, and you had to like get stuff from China and different places in China, and sometimes you might make an order for something and it might be 50 items and 30 of them be good, 20 of them be janky, you know.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing. I tell people all the time. Even if you gotta outsource out of another country, you can really avoid that. That's why I always tell people, like, just come to LA. Like, the thing about outsourcing with these other countries, you gotta be real particular, because if you ain't got that tech pack, you ain't got that pattern design, and you just give them a picture of something you want, they gonna do the bare minimum at least, because it's like they don't got the directions from the top to the bottom. So that's why I always tell people, like, if you need manufacturers and shit like that, you gotta travel. Especially the fashion mecca, the closest fashion mecca we are near is New York, and they
Yeah.
do have manufacturers. They do have like fabrics and material shops, like all the shit you need to make something from scratch. Because one thing I can say, like, when you get into this game, seeing how old we are, like, we ain't just trying to make basic pieces. We trying to make pieces to where it's like, all right, this person wearing that shit every day because the quality of it is so high, and then it's a unique piece they know that nobody else is gonna have on, only a few people have on. So that's really what I've been on. I've been on that type of wave. So it's crazy that you say that, because I have been noticing with like a lot of the brands here, bro, like they all like outsource from Alibaba or Pakistan or China or something like that. And that could be confrontational for real, because I look at it as they overcharging you, bro. Like, our money, the weight of our money and the value of our money stretches farther over there. So
Right.
I figure as though, like, you paying for 50 pieces shouldn't be as much as they charging. You go to LA and you pay for 50 pieces. You can go pick the shit up, they can go deliver it, and then you ain't even gotta worry about it going through customs, because the customs part,
you don't gotta pay that big shipping and handling fee.
Not even just that.
When you deal with overseas, that's a big bill. When you talking about ordering hundreds of pieces, thousands of pieces of clothes,
yeah,
you gotta pay that shipping fee. That's a bill.
And then not even on
And you
top of
gotta
that,
add that in the cost of your clothing and make the money back. You know.
yeah, and I'm starting to understand like why the prices of like some of the people's brands here are so high, because they're doing that. But it's like, you can cut the overhead. You feel me? I look at it as, if you get a sample made in America, right? Say you get it made in New York, or say you get it made in California, and they just make 5 pieces, 5 samples, small, medium, large, extra large, 2X or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Before you approve the order, or before it's done, right, they can deliver it to you within the United States, right? So if something's not right about it, it could be the schematics, it could be the length, it could be just the sizes of it, or you might not like the fit. When they send you that sample and you look at that sample, it's less of a hassle, because then you can tell them like, all right, I need this fixed, I need this done, I need this done.
Right. You don't gotta deal with all of the adversity within the business. Like you can also like limit the risk.
Yeah, and the timing too, because to get an overseas orders, they could take up to a month, up to 3 months, 6 months. I done seen some shit like, I just don't approve of, because I look at it as, if you spending 2 to 5 racks to make maybe 50 to 100 pieces, if you would have went to LA or you would have went to New York, that would have been a whole production line right there. That you would have been saving so much time and money just by staying in the country. So I tell people all the time, like, step outside your box.
If you know the seamstress, yeah. The people that are sold and stuff, yeah, for sure.
I mean, that's what the manufacturer do. That's why you need the tech pack. That's why you need the design. The tech pack and the design explains everything. It's clear cut. They don't got to think about it. It's right in their face for them to accomplish what they need to do.
Yeah, that's the blueprint for them. Like me, I could draw that. So say if somebody be like, I want a shirt or a hoodie, and I want the hoodie like this or the shirt like that. That's all they going off of.
Sometimes
They're
you
gonna
ain't even
ask you
gotta
what
draw it.
fabric do you want your sizes, different colors, but
Be the cut,
and
seam,
and
all
then
that.
they'll ask you for a sample. Then you'll pay for a sample. They'll mail you a sample. You get to try it on and all of that. And then, all right, I want this done, that done. And they will probably talk to you on WhatsApp or whatever and send it back.
Yeah.
I say, like, like you saying, I agree with you as well. I say you both.
Yeah.
If in fact you have the orders that you need to be fulfilled, requires you to do so.
Well, me, I tell people all the time, my whole approach, like I said, once you got that tech pack and that design, you can do on demand, like print on demand or the pre-orders.
Yeah.
I'm big on the pre-orders because all my stuff on my website is mainly like cut and sewn products. It's just made from scratch. So I got the tech packs and designs. So I look at it as instead of me
get to pick every fabric.
Yeah, all that's picked out, but as far as my new releases, it's more like it's more sentimental. So I look at it as I set a date for it to when I'm gonna release it. And then the people would pre-order it first. That more than likely I'll make like 5 or 10 samples, and them 5 or 10 samples, if they meet, if they meet production or if I approve of what's being done, then I give them one of the samples. They'll be the first people to have the product before it actually releases. So I look at it as you just gotta know how you want to go about things. But the best way to go about things when it comes to like doing cut and sewn products is the pre-order systems, because you want to use other people's money to make your stuff. Like, and your prices, of course, you add your profit and all that, but they're initially paying for the product to be made. So it's like, all right, cool. You might have 20 pre-orders or whatever you need to put out, but the pre-order system will work in your favor, because say you're releasing it next month on the 20th or something like that, and you give them a month to buy the product or get their money right. By the time that product come out, you already paid the production. You already paid the manufacturing team to do the job. So it's like everybody getting paid, everything gonna be set on time. And then once those orders come in, soon as they come in, you bag them, you tag them, you ship them off. It's real easy. So it's just you gotta have a method to your madness. I just want to give you a roses because you and Nolan and like the other small brands, y'all basically inspired me to like basically step out on faith and make my own shit. And
I remember you was
honestly been
talking to me
paying off.
about it. That was a minute ago.
That was a minute ago. I had an SOS piece. I had a sweatsuit.
Yeah, a lot of my stuff.
I had a couple things.
You get like day one supporters. Like I told people, like when I do come back out with the clothes, like only day one supporters gonna get stuff first.
Yeah, you just gotta come proper for real, cause like you gotta think you came out. You ain't come out on like the what is it called, like the heat press shit. Like you came out, I remember your first introduction to the world, it was all embroidery, bro.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, that's how I came into it. I'm like, yo, if I'm gonna make a brand, I want to give people the highest quality possible, and give them something to wear. It's like they can wash it as many times, and when they pull it out the wash machine, it ain't shrink. It still look good. And it look brand new. So I wish I would have kept them pieces now, because I mean I got bigger. I couldn't fit none of the stuff, but I do upcycling and
Don't worry about it. I got the picture.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I do the upcycling thing, and upcycling is where like you take old or damaged clothes, right, and you cut them and you turn them into another product. So like I might take
you remix them.
Yeah, you remix them. So I might like thinking about the pants, I could have took the pants and turned that into like a fanny pack, or I could have turned it into a book bag or something crazy like that.
Cause you still got the embroidery on there.
I still got the embroidered pieces, and then just the designs, what was on the clothes. I could have turned it into a bucket hat or a hat or something like that.
Yeah,
So
a lot of different shit. Yeah.
now I'm thinking about it, it's like, yeah, all my old clothes, especially designer pieces and shit like that, I don't throw it away. I just cut it up in the right way, send it all to the manufacturer, and remix the piece.
That's smart though.
It's cost efficient. Seeing that you've been through like the obstacles you've been through,
Yeah.
what would you say to somebody with your age or a little bit older, what might be going through something similar? Like, what advice would you give them about, staying down till they come up or whatever?
I would say, life. You wanna like anything you say you're gonna do, anything you think you're gonna do, you will be tested. Depending on how you doing that test, it's gonna show how bad you really want that. And if you fail, go again. If you want it bad and you fail, go again. And keep going. Until you pass. Like God tell us what this world is what it's about. There's a bunch of tests. It can be a mother, it can be kids, everybody, your family, your girlfriend, your business. It's a test on you. What you think, how you perceive the world, and how you gonna go about things. Your morals, your principles. So, man, I tell anybody, man, like just slow down. You know, slow down, have patience. And when you think negative, think positive 2 times, 3 times.
Yeah, no, most definitely. The negative thoughts, you gotta let them go. Cause I tell people in today's time, you feel me, we in a spiritual warfare. So a lot of the things
For
you
real.
thinking, a lot of the things that's on your mind, you can bring them to reality. Like when you dream and all that, you're supposed to use them dreams and bring them to the forefront, bring them to the physical realm. So I look at it as you staying positive, you staying down. Even when somebody tell you no, like you gonna get hella no's. You might get 1,000 no's before you get one yes. But I look at it as if you give up, you never knew how close you was because you gave
So
up.
that yes, yeah.
So you got to keep going no matter what. Like
For real.
life is gonna life. Like it's not gonna be easy. You gotta
Right.
stick to your guns. You gotta know what you're gonna do. You
Yeah.
feel me? Even if you might take a loss, like me, I took a loss. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in debt right now, but at the same time, I'm still able to make my moves and do what I gotta do. So it's like,
Donald Trump was in debt.
yeah, I mean, I look
I'm
at
just
it as
saying, like some of the richest people in the world
it's loopholes though.
was in debt.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
so
loopholes the system. If you smart, like financial literacy is one of the biggest things I think people don't really understand. Like, but if you understand, most wealthy people, they never really are broke. It's just
right.
that threshold of what they was making at one point in time, they don't make it no more, so they declare bankruptcy. I just been staying on top of everything.
I
So
gotta
like,
catch up with you on that.
yeah, no, I mean, you take your time, bro. Like we all got our life journeys, but I look at it as with me, while I'm getting clean, while I'm doing everything, while I'm kind of sitting back and just taking life a little bit easy. You feel me? I'm working on my craft as far as like creating content. You feel me? Building up my network. Cause a lot of people I tell people all the time, before you make a product, you want to have customers.